Rivalry. 32nd time they'll play for Paul Bunyan's Axe, Minnesota and Wisconsin. Mohamed Ibrahim leads the nation, 152 yards rushing per game. Remember the Badgers and that great defense with Nick Herbig. He leads the Big Ten in sacks in TFL. He's going to miss the first half. Got a targeting penalty in the last game against Nebraska. He'll be back in the second half. It's one of the great moments in the sport when the winning team goes running after Paul Bunyan's Axe. If the Badgers win, they'll have Camp Randall jumping. But then again, Jen Leonard, they'll probably jump anyway.
Well, one of many things we love about college football, Reese, y'all have been talking about the rivalries all morning long. There is the pageantry and there is the tradition. And even if you have never been to Camp Randall in Madison, Wisconsin, you know about the Jump Around, celebrating its 25th anniversary this season. But you might not know that it started with a couple of Badgers football players pouring a few beers, playing a few tunes, and ultimately pumping up generations of Badgers football fans.
One of the great traditions in college football. You can feel it here in Wisconsin.
This brings the whole stadium together for 2.5 minutes on a Saturday, jumping around in unison, cheering on their Badgers.
Jump up and get down.
This is the story of how
Jump Around became the best.
Tradition in college football.
Jump, 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 jump.
Alan Mark. 1998, I was a marketing intern for the athletic department. I had a knee injury that put me off the team. I remember going to Kevin Klender's office and saying, hey, we need to do something more at the football games.
We were talking about music, we were talking about the experience in the stadium.
You know, they kind of rolled their eyes and said, why don't you come up with some ideas and you get back to us.
He met with some of his teammates about music that they may enjoy hearing throughout the game.
I went to Wando's, a local bar in Madison.
I was bartending at Wando's. Sonny came in. He was so excited. He's like, guys, we get to choose songs for the game.
I had a little green notebook that I wrote down all my ideas. Luckily, Wise was behind the bar and had a couple dollars out of cash register there to feed the jukebox.
We were looking for something that was popular. One of the songs was Metallica. I feel like there may have been a Motley Crue in there.
House of Pain, they were big in the 90s.
What's up? I'm Everett Lass from House of Pain. Let's talk about Jump Around. It was released in 1992. That's 30 years ago. I was a big dance hall reggae kind of fan, and they would say things like jump around and feel our freedom. But it didn't become Jump Around until the horn got added. We all stepped back and we're like, ooh.
Jump around.
All right, now, back to the story.
We put Jump Around in. It was just those first 4 notes. And then all of a sudden just kind of hits. Just looked at each other and just like, this one's got to be on the top of the list.
Jump, jump.
October 10th, 1998, homecoming game versus Drew Brees' Purdue team.
The third quarter ended. Purdue is now heading to the student section.
The break was happening, the offense was coming on the field, and that's when I remembered, it's like, oh my gosh, play it.
The students exploded like popcorn.
We're all going wild on the sideline. They're actually playing the song we picked on Monday. This is unbelievable.
It energized not only the crowd, but also the players, and led to a victory for homecoming. One of those nights at Camp Randall that you never forget.
Wisconsin with a 7-point win over the Boilermakers.
When the energy and the excitement carried over from one season to the next, at that point we started to think, well, we might have something here.
I wanted to go for a long time. Just never really got the opportunity. I was pretty nervous waiting for that moment in between the third and fourth quarter.
What's up, Badgers? On behalf of myself and all the House of Pain and all the real ones that showed up in this weather, thank you for keeping the song alive for 30 years. Let's go!
into me, and all of a sudden I was doing the Wisconsin jump around tradition.
It's gone generational. My twin girls come and they do the jump around. Something that Dad and his buddies and teammates helped start, 25 seasons ago.
Thank you, Ryan and Eric, for putting me on that playlist.
In 25 years, there has only been one game at Camp Randall where the jump around was not played. It was the home opener, 2003. Camp Randall was going through an extensive and expensive renovation, and administrators were concerned that it wouldn't be able to handle the pressure from the jump around. But the university went ahead and hired some engineers who crunched the numbers and told them, without a doubt, Camp Randall could handle the shaking from the jump around, and they have been playing it ever since, guys.
Jenna was waiting to see if Ohio State was going to commandeer it.
Yeah,
But
are they going to take it?
They'd rather wait for a little hang on Sloopy.
They're doing